Hi, I'm Jules. I come from Malaysia. Is this your typical introduction? This really feel awkward, especially if you don't have a plan on what you want to say when you introduce yourself. Today, you're going to discover 3 secrets on how to introduce yourself in 60 seconds. When we were young, introducing ourselves was something that comes so naturally. Hi, I'm Jules. I love coloring. Hi, I'm Jules. My favorite color is blue. My favorite cartoon character is the Smurfs. And that was how it went when we were young. But as we grew older, we become more conscious of ourselves. As I become a teen, my introduction started to change because I was more aware and conscious about my surroundings. And I was always asking myself, am I saying the right things? Is what I'm going to say going to allow me to fit into that room? Because at that time, you are conscious about how you look with the people you mix and whether the people that you are going to mix really understand you. You just want to fit in. You just want to be like them. With such low esteem, I was really fearful of meeting people in public. Even meeting long lost cousins or meeting friends, new friends, was a really fearful experience for me. And people come out to me and say, "Hi Jules, how are you? How have you been doing?" I will take a step back because I'm not ready. I'm not ready for my introduction, and my face will get sweaty, and I can feel that wave of panic overcoming me. Just the lack of confidence and the lack of preparedness made me feel scared of introducing myself to anyone. But looking back now, as I'm an adult now, I actually laugh at myself because all the fear that I had in my head was all within me and nobody could actually see or know that I was fearful. It's all imagination in my head. We need to introduce ourselves all the time. So when are you going to use an introduction speech? Maybe we are going for a class, attending a new class, and it's the first time meeting people in this class. Maybe you're going for a business meeting. Maybe you're attending a new gym, and there's a need to know people around there. So there are many ways on how to introduce yourselves depending on the context of the situation you're in. Maybe you're going for a party. You may not want to be talking about your qualifications. Maybe it's not really what people want to hear. Maybe they want to hear something about your hobbies. So you have to really play by ear on what and how you're going to introduce yourself when you're meeting somebody new. When you spend enough time to practice, to get your introduction right, you find that it's going to help you in the long run. So today you're going to discover 3 secrets on how to make a good introduction on yourself so that people will want to continue to have a discussion with you. Let's move on. Secret number 1 is to prepare your speech up front. When you meet someone new, it's very nervous because you don't know much about this person. And I can tell you that it's a normal feeling to be feeling. So if you want to have an introduction where you feel comfortable, you're going to feel normal having a conversation with the other person, then it is important you have an introduction speech prepared up front. So when people meet you for the first time and when you tell your story, first impressions will imprint your character in their mind. So nailing that introduction is so important. If you can introduce yourself well, you can make friends, you can open opportunities, you can get that job, you can make that business deal. The world is your oyster. So in order to have a good introduction, one of the things is to meet more people. When you meet more people, you have opportunities to introduce yourself. You're basically repeating that introduction multiple times and it becomes something so natural to you. It will come second nature whenever someone asks you to introduce yourself. Secret number 2 is introduce the facts about yourself. So you start with your name and where you come from. For example, my name is Jules and I come from Penang. I'm from a family of 4 and I'm a mom of 2 children. If you're new in the office and you're a fresh graduate and you want to introduce yourself to your colleagues, so what you can say, "Hi, I'm Jules. I am a computer science graduate and I just finished my studies last month. I'm so excited to be here in this company. It's my first job and I'm looking forward to working with you." Secret number 3 is then a fun fact about yourself. What is it that is very interesting about you that would make you very memorable? So I would suggest telling a personal story, something that would maybe surprise them, weird thing that happened, or something interesting about yourself, maybe a hobby that not many people do, strange achievement, or a fear, a dislike that you have, or something about your pet. And then you lead your listeners to the goal or the objective of your introduction. This is very important because that will determine if your listeners want to continue this conversation with you or they want to end the conversation. Usually listeners want to know how this will benefit them. You can start with the sentence, "One thing you may not know about me is," and usually a personal story will really help to hook your audience to listen to your message. A personal story usually hooks the listeners to you. They feel they have a connection with you. You can build a better rapport with your listeners. I believe that all of us have a story in our lives. Just think really hard. What is your story of your life? For example, "Hi, I'm Jules. I'm an introvert by nature, and since young, I have always been fearful of public speaking and I fear meeting people. When I first graduated from college, I didn't have many friends and I decided I want to make a change. I decided that I had to come out from my comfort zone and join the Toastmasters. And there was never looking back from there. Toastmasters actually helped me to improve my confidence level and also overcome the fear of public speaking and speaking to people in general. I really wanted to share this experience with people who resonate with what I went through. And this is one of the reasons why I started a YouTube channel to help people like myself overcome the fear of speaking in public. I'm here today because I really want to meet people from various walks of life who also share the same interests as me on public speaking. I hope that I will be able to contribute by sharing what I've learned along the journey to be able to help those who are going through the same experience as me so that your journey will not be as bumpy as mine. The general rule of thumb is that a good introduction takes around 60 seconds and approximately 100 words. If you are able to master that introduction in 60 seconds, nobody will complain for an introduction that is less than 60 seconds. If you can think of a friend who needs to work on the skill of introducing themselves in public, then share this video with them because you never know that you will make a difference in their life. If you like this video, please smash the like button and press subscribe. I love to see your comments and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.